Hello to everyone, I am Professor Masood Fuzail. Today we are going to discuss chordates. Chordates are those animals which belong to phylum Chordata. Phylum Chordata include urochordates, which are known as tunicates, cephalochordates, which are known as lancelets or amphioxus, and vertebrata includes fishes, amphibians, reptile, birds and fishes. There are certain characteristics of phylum Chordates. So let's discuss these characters one by one. First of all, animal belonging to phylum Chordata, they have bilateral symmetry. As you know that bilateral symmetry is that symmetry in which animal can be divided into two equal halves which are mirror image to each other in only one plane. So all those animals which belong to phylum Chordata or they are chordates, they have bilateral symmetry. They are deuterostomate. As you know that deuterostomate are those animals which in embryonic stage anus is first formed and then later mouth is formed. So there are those animals in which anus is firstly formed, those animals are known as deuterostomes. They contain thyroid gland, which is also known as endostyle, which is important function in development and digestive system, and also store some salts like iodine. They have complete digestive system. As you can see in this diagram, this animal amphioxus has a complete digestive system, mouth on the front side and anus on the back side, and all the body parts are divided into different segments for proper digestion of the food. They also have contractile blood vessel, which is known as heart, to pump the blood into different parts of the body. But to be placed in chordates or phylum Chordata, there are some more specific four characters which we are going to discuss, which are very important for the classification of chordates. The first component of those characters is notochord. If you look at the diagram, first of all, this is a cephalochordata, amphioxus, or is also known as lancelets. It has anterior side which has head, and posterior side which is known as tail. It has dorsal side and ventral side. As you can see in this diagram, the blue color, as you can see here, is a digestive system of the animal. On front side there is a mouth which is surrounded by tentacles which are also known as cirri, and different digestive parts, and then later on opens into anus. This is digestive tract which is present on the ventral side of the body. On the dorsal side of the body, as you can see in the blue color, there is dorsal hollow nerve cord which is a function as a coordination. In between these two, on the dorsal side of the gut and ventral side of the dorsal hollow nerve cord, there is a rod like structure which you can see in the reddish color, extended from anterior point of the body to the posterior side. This is known as notochord. This notochord is present in at least some stage of the life of a chordate. For example, in tunicates, notochord is only present for a short period of time, and after that it disappears. In cephalochordate, it is persistent throughout the life. But in some other animals like vertebrates like humans, fishes and other vertebrate, this notochord is changed into vertebrae or vertebral column, which form the principal axis of the body around which body organs are formed. So let's discuss some important characteristics of notochord. Notochord is a supportive rod-like structure which extends from body's anterior point to the posterior side, and which is located on the ventral side of the central nervous system and dorsal side of the digestive system. It is made up of connective tissue sheath which is made up of collagen protein. It is similar to like a cartilage, and this sheath is filled with cells. These cells are fluid filled large cells which have large vacuole, and the vacuoles contain glycoprotein or proteinaceous material. This fluid filled cells gives rigidity to the notochord and also give flexibility, which it is a supportive role in the animals. In the lower chordates like cephalochordata, this notochord is like a skeleton of the body which gives the support and shape of the body. But in higher chordates like amphibians, fish, reptile and birds and mammals, this notochord has changed into vertebral column, which is a very supportive body skeleton on which all the body parts are formed. So in this way, presence of notochord at some stage of the animal will keep these animal into phylum Chordata. The second characteristics is pharyngeal slits. Now let's look at the diagram again. This is the animal of Cephalochordata. This is the anterior portion of the body, which is known as head, and just behind the head there is a mouth, and just behind the mouth the region is known as pharynx. This pharynx contain slits, as you can see in this diagram. These are known as pharyngeal slits. Pharyngeal slits are present in some stage of animals in embryonic state or in the adult state. This animal contain pharyngeal slits throughout the life, but in some other animal these pharyngeal slits are incomplete and change into some other structure. Like pharyngeal slits in animals like fish, they change into gills, and some other animals like humans, it change into eustachian tube and they are incomplete. While in some animal these pharyngeal slits present whole life and they are used in the filter feeding process. The main characteristics of pharyngeal slits are: number one, these are openings in the pharyngeal region, pharynx of the body. Number two, they are used for filter feeding, which is a process of the feeding. Some animals like fish, they develop into pharyngeal slit develops into gills, while in other terrestrial vertebrates like reptiles, birds and mammals, these are incomplete and only found in embryo and then later change into some other structure. So these pharyngeal slits are also very important character which helps to place the animals into chordates or phylum Chordata. The third important feature of chordate is tubular nerve cord. So let's look at the diagram again. This is a diagram of a vertebrate, the digestive system, notochord, and on the dorsal side of the notochord, as you can see in the blue color, there is dorsal hollow nervous system. This is present on the dorsal side of the body. It is very important and only seen in the chordates and phylum Chordata. The anterior portion of the nervous system expands a little bit and form a structure which is known as a brain, and the central nervous system help to coordinate with the environment. The main features of the central nervous system or tubular nerve cord is: number one, it is dorsal to notochord, as you can see in this diagram. It expands anteriorly as brain. The anterior portion expands a little bit to form brain. And the function of tubular nerve cord is sensory perception. All the information from the environment are received by these system, and integration of the impulses and then motor responses by the body. So this is very important character which is present in all the chordates of the phylum Chordata. The fourth feature is the post-anal tail. As you can see in this diagram, that this is the anterior portion and this is the posterior portion of the cephalochordate, and this is the last part of the digestive system, anus, and just behind the anus there is a tail which is known as post-anal tail. This is present in all the vertebrae, all the chordates at some stage or throughout the life. So this tail helps the animal to keep in the animals into the phylum Chordata. Like in cephalopod, this post-anal tail is always present, which is supported by a tubular nervous system or a notochord. But in other animals, like in humans, this tail has been disappeared and only present in the form of coccyx, which is a fusion of four bones and present. But in some other other mammals, reptiles and birds, they have tails which is developed into a very specific structure which helps them to locomote better and adopt their environment. So these are four very important characteristics of chordates which must be present in animals to be placed in phylum Chordata or chordate. At the same time, there is one more important character which is also known as thyroid gland or endostyle. A thyroid gland or endostyle is present just close to pharyngeal slits, which help in the process of digestion, and for mucus production it also stores some iodine. It also produces some hormones which are also important for metamorphosis and proper development of the animals. So in this way, today we have tried to discuss the important features of chordates, and in upcoming lecture we will discuss different groups of the chordates and their characteristics. Hopefully see you in the next lecture. Bye.